Hey YouTube, my Darkest99 here. What's up? Here's part 2 of my Archetype Fossil Archetype discussion. Like I showed you time stream in the near the conclusion of the first part. Now I'm going to show you Fossil Warrior Skull Knight. Here's the next one. Hold on. He's a level 6 rock fusion earth type monster with 2400 attack and 900 defense. One rock type monster in your graveyard plus one level 5 or level 6 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Now, this card cannot be special summoned except by the effect of Fossil Fusion. When there is a monster your opponent controls after this monster's first attack of your battle phase, this monster can attack once again during the same battle phase. So this has a Matar Zapper effect, but it only works if you attack a monster once. Then after that, if there's another monster on the field after the first attack, this can attack again. It's a 2400 attack monster. It can stand up to maybe Brionac or anything below that, but if Brionac summoned and they use the effect, then that's going to be bad. But this card's not released in the TCG, but I'm just saying if it is. But this card can stand up to almost every other monster that's on a synchro. But this can be killed by Catastrophe effect, straight up. It's not even funny. It can stand up to some Exceed monsters like Steel Swarm Roach. If you already have this up before it's summoned, because if Steel Swarm Roach is summoned, then you can't really summon this because it's just going to be negated throughout Steel Swarm Roach's effect. But overall, it's a decent card nonetheless. But sadly, it's still not in our TCG. It's only like in video games. I don't know if this is even in the OCG right now. I'll be really surprised if it is. Here's another card. Fossil Warrior Skull Pond. I'm going to show this one next. Fossil Warrior Skull Pond. Okay. Now, this was the first, when you use the Time Scream combo, this is the monster you need to summon first. He's a level 4 rock fusion monster. Effect, he has 2000 attack and 500 defense, which is really good for a level 4 fusion monster of a rock type. It's really, really decent. Alright. One rock type monster in your graveyard plus one level 4 lower warrior type monster in your opponent's graveyard. This card cannot be special summoned except with the effect of Fossil Fusion. It has no effect, but it does have a 2000 beat stick. Then you can use Time Stream to summon Skull Knight. Then if you have another one, use it again for Skull King. It is amazing. It is freaking amazing. It's not even funny. But, like I said, if this was released in the TCG, maybe after one format, they're going to start limiting crippled this deck by maybe either limited Time Stream down to 1 or 2, or limited Fossil Fusion to 2, or even Skull King to 1, 2, and Skull Convoy. It's amazing because this archetype will be the first to be hit by the ban list if this was released in the TCG because of its simplicity. Time Stream is really fucked up. Okay, now here's another card. Fossil Machine Skull Wagon. Okay, now this card is the part use Time Stream. You can summon Skull Convoy. All right, now I'm gonna explain its effect. It's an Earth level 6 rock fusion type monster, 1700 attack, 1400 defense. One rock type monster in your graveyard, one level 5 or level 6 machine type monster in your opponent's graveyard. This card can only be special summoned with Fossil Fusion. To summon this, you need to remove one rock type monster like Fossil Dyna, Fossil Tucker, and from their graveyard you can move like a Cyber Dragon or anything like that. Then you can use Time Stream, give up this card, get Skull Convoy. It's amazing. So yeah, these fusion monsters are good combination with Time Stream to get those bigger ones out. It's just amazing how this archetype can be. So because Skull Convoy is a really deadly effect. If you kill even one of your opponent's monsters, it can get maybe two more additional attacks. It's fucked up. Now, Let's check Fossil Dragon Skullgar. Here's another one. Okay. Skullgar, he's a level 6 rock type fusion. One rock type monster in your graveyard plus one level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster in your opponent's graveyard. So this card is pretty much decent overall. It's a really supreme decent card. It's 2,500 attack, 0 defense. So this is really good. Like if you go against like a Jurassic deck or something like that, this card could be really good against it. It's just not even funny. Fossil Fusion and Time Stream are the main cards to use for this kind of deck as well. Here's another card. Fossil Dragon Skull Geos. This is like the deadly one of the most deadliest fossil fusion monster of them all. Okay, now let's read the effect of it. He's an Earth level 8 Rocket Fusion effect, 3,500 attack, 0 defense. This can be summoned with Time Stream as well. Okay, one rock type monster in your graveyard plus one level 8 or higher dino monster in your opponent's graveyard. This can also be summoned Fossil Fusion too. This card cannot be special summoned except by the effect of Fossil Fusion. When this card attacks, you can switch the attack and defense of the attack target during the damage step only. During the battle between that attacking card and the defense position monster, whose defense is lower than the attack of that monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent's life points. So pretty much you can switch the attack and defense points of that attack target, which is really, really dangerous. It's not even funny. It's really, really powerful. 3,500 attack, damage piercing. It's dangerous. The English anime version, here's it is. Like one rock type monster in your graveyard plus one level 8 or higher dinosaur type in your opponent's graveyard. This card cannot be special summoned except by Fossil Fusion. This card attacks, you can switch the attack and defense of the attack target during the damage step only. If this card attacks a defense position monster whose defense is lower than this card's attack, inflict a difference as battle damage to your opponent. It's overall the same, but it's pretty odd. So this is the deadliest one of the Fossil Fusion Archetype. It's really, really, really decent to use. Powerful, very fucked up. This is why this Archetype should be reprinted. Now, here's another one. Fossil Evacuation. That's another card supported in the Archetype pretty much. So yeah, it's just really, really amazing. Oh shit, that was a different card, forgot about that. So yeah, this Archetype should be coming out soon, I hope so. They should release it. Because it'll make a lot of decks playable for mirror matches and all that. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this segment. I'll have more segments up soon. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Later, YouTube.